going on a 2-month backpacking trip across Southeast Asia with my mum. I am so excited. I've always wanted to go travelling. It's always been on my bucket list, and I thought what better time to do it than I've just graduated uni. So I never did a gap year, but I'm treating this year after uni as a gap year, and I'm not focusing on my career at the moment and just like gonna go travelling. At the time of filming this, it's about, I think it's a week and a half until our flight we're going from London to Hanoi, Vietnam. And I leave my house to go to my mum's house in a week, so then I'm spending a couple of days with my mum before we drive to the airport together. Our plan is we're doing a month in Vietnam, 10 days in Cambodia, 5 days in Singapore, and then 2 weeks in Japan. So it's gonna be epic. So when it came to packing, I was most worried about my clothes because I'm a chronic overpacker and I'm really particular about my things. Like, I'm very particular about my clothes and my toiletries, and I just like the things I like. And then another issue I ran into with packing is that for the first week of our trip, we were going to be in northern Vietnam at the beginning of March, end of February. And we're also going to be doing the loop in the mountains, which means that it's going to be kind of cold. And then the last 2 weeks of our trip are in Japan, which is also going to be cold. But then everything else is going to be like really warm weather. So I kind of have to pack for all kinds of weather. And also, obviously, like, it rains quite a lot in Vietnam, so it was a struggle, but I think I've done pretty well considering I usually overpack. So what I've come up with is, so this is what I've got. I've got one long skirt, one short skirt, one jumper, one cardigan, 2 dresses, one long, one short, 3 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of like the light elephant trousers, 9 tops, 3 long sleeve tops, 2 bikinis. So that's like kind of the main clothes I've got. And then to the airport, I'm gonna be wearing joggers and a jumper as well. But those will be my travel clothes, so they won't be going in the packing cubes. And then other things, like, I haven't done underwear yet, but probably going to take about 14 pairs of underwear so that I can wash them, but hopefully that'll be enough. And then I've also got 2 pairs of compression socks, which are good for long flights and traveling and stuff. I've got 2 sun hats and 1 warm hat, and also like a little snood for when we're doing the Hajang loop. I've also got a pair of thermal tights and like a sun cover up for like when you're going to the beach and stuff, but that's quite small. So that's what I've done for clothes. I've got compression packing cubes, and when I do like the second zip up, it is hard to do up, so if I buy anything, I think I'm gonna struggle, but I'm hoping not to buy too many things while I'm out there. And I'm also going to be doing vlogs throughout the entire trip and hopefully posting them on the go, so stay tuned for that. Now, my backpack. I did already have a backpack from when I did DV, but I'm pretty sure it was about 70 litres, and for what I've been seeing online, a lot of people that go travelling say that you do not need a backpack that big, and I really wanted to get something that was maybe a bit more practical for travelling. So I had a look at a bunch of different backpacks, but they were all a bit out of my price range. I am on a very tight budget, so I went with a Decathlon bag. I love Decathlon. I always go there. I really recommend and stand by Decathlon. So I went with a purple backpack. Actually, wait, let me get the name of it. A 4CLAS Women's Travel 60 litre suitcase, and it says colour brown, but it's not. It's definitely purple. And when I bought it, it was about £109. There were 3 different features that I was really insistent that I wanted to get. The first was I wanted the backpack to be able to be opened like a suitcase, so that you could get to things instead of just from the top, because it's so hard when you're hiking and you want to get something at the bottom of the backpack and you have to like dig everything out, and it's so much harder to pack neatly, I feel, and like get to all your stuff. So I wanted one that opened like a suitcase, and I also wanted one that came with a waterproof bag cover, which it did. And then one of the things that I wanted to look at was getting a specifically woman's backpack. Obviously, I think it's very important that a lot of backpacking gear and backpacking tips are always geared towards men. And we also have very different like center of gravities and obviously anatomy, and so I wanted to look at getting a woman's backpack so that it would just be a bit more comfortable on me. And one of the other things that really drew me to this backpack is the top. So there's like a little compartment on the top that you can put all your bits in or whatever, but you can actually unclip it from the bag, and it has straps that are tucked into it that you can then turn it into a little backpack. And I just thought that was a really clever idea, because then I don't have to take, oh, phone dinged. I don't have to then take a day backpack, and I can just put everything I need in that backpack and then clip it onto the top of the bag when I'm on the go, and then clip it off to walk around during the day and stuff. In terms of shoes, this was another big decision for me because I'm very particular about my shoes, and I also didn't want to spend any money on some new shoes. So I've just gone with, these are what I wear to work. They're my dirty white Skechers. My mum told me not to bring white shoes, and I can understand why, but I just think the white shoes, personally, I think they go the best with the most amount of things. They can go with like dresses and skirts, so I decided to go with these, and if they get dirty and ruined, I don't really care. Flip-flops. These are my absolute favourite flip-flops. They have seen better days. Oh, where's the focus? They have seen better days. I might buy some new ones when I'm out there. It's just these are Animal, and if you've never had Animal flip-flops, you're missing out. I don't know what they do to them, but they're the comfiest things ever. Like, no other pair of flip-flops compares. So I'm taking them just because they are the comfiest, even though they're a bit dirty, and maybe I'll look at replacing them when I'm out there. Okay, so it's been a few days now, and it's now tomorrow I leave my parents' house, and then the trip is on Sunday that we leave for the airport, and I've finished packing now. So this is everything that's not clothes that I have packed. So for the main bag, I've got flip-flops, a small makeup bag, a tote bag, a towel, a water bottle, sunglasses, a backpack for the Hajang loop because you're not allowed to take the big one, and a waterproof coat. And for my hand luggage, the bag that's going to go on top is, I've got a cable bag, hand sanitizer, a fan, a portable charger, all my camera gear, which I'm going to keep inside a dry bag, a poncho, a tiny hairbrush, eye mask, headphones, earplugs, my Kindle, and a universal travel adapter. My bag is a lot more full than I wanted it to be. I did want to have space for souvenirs, but I think we're just going to make it work. My mum's bag is really full as well, so I don't feel like I've overpacked, and my boyfriend has helped me go through my stuff because he's the opposite of an overpacker. He's an underpacker, and he's assured me that I've done everything I can. Right now my bag is at about, I think it was 8 kilograms, so that's well under the weight limit, but it is very heavy on my back. So hopefully it goes well. So I'm all packed. That's everything that I've got with me. Just need to go on the trip now. So hopefully you found this informative, and stay tuned for the vlogs that I'm going to do on the trip.